all them offers. Sitting in the house, I'm loading up the pump, I'm loading up the Uzi. I got a couple M16s, a couple 9s. I got a couple joints with some silencers on. I'm just loading up clips, a couple grenades. Got a missile launcher with a couple, missiles. I'm ready for war.
Hacking a fool on Swac'N the fool. That's how we do on Swac'N the fool.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
It's real live in this WAC. Hacking a fool on Swac'N the fool. That's how we do on Swac'N the fool.
Serving the news, giving all the tea.
It's real live in this WAC.
A straight fool, yeah, you know how we act. Real news coming straight from the swag. If you be all the team. Yeah, Don and G. Tell your peeps tune into the real. Then the news ain't real. Sit back, chillin', let's get cool. It's time to watch that Swac'N the fool.
And we officially here. Another episode, another week. We got J-Max, we got GSPN, we got Al. So grab your shakers, grab your jerseys, grab your towels. Shout out to Dylan the Crazy Man on the track. We got Joe on the track. Hey, Jackson State, Grambling State, Alcorn State, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Prairie View A&M, Mississippi Valley, Texas, Southern Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and don't think I ain't forget. We won't. I say, go. Shout out to the mighty Jaguars, man. We back. Swac'N the we still swacking and acting. We swacking and we acting, yeah.
We live. Ow. The big bad brain. Shout out to Grand Fam. Shout out to the big bad brain. You act like this. I walked in this place. I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do that. I just want you to celebrate a little bit. What's up, y'all? I just had to start it off. Look, congratulations to Alcorn State, Big Bad Braves, Landon Bussey, and Grambling State, led by Dante Jackson. He's for winning the regular season title in the SWAC. Both went 15-3 and tied at the end. The Alcorn State Braves got the number 1 seed because of the head-to-head tiebreaker. But congratulations to both squads. I had to come on here and, pay my respects to both teams. It was a great year. As you know, look, the parity in the league this year it's been crazy. So for both teams to win it, it's just big. It's just real big. It's huge for me. It's huge for I thought a lot of that. So that's why I want to give a big shout out to Landon Bussey. My boy, head busting Bussey badass, as I like to call him, and Dante Jackson from Grambling. They call him the Jaguar Killer. They call Dante Jackson the Jaguar Killer. So big shout out to both programs. Both had really good years. You can look down at Grambling. Grambling be the SEC school. And some really good out-of-conference wins, just like Alcorn. We beat some really good teams out-of-conference. So I think this was the best we did collectively out-of-conference in a long time. And so it means a lot to be able to win the regular season in a year where the SWAC showed so much out-of-conference. We beat some Pac-12 teams. Southern beat a Pac-12 team. Texas Southern beat a big team. So there's a lot of schools that pulled out a lot of upsets. And to be able to win a conference in a year where there was so much parity in it is big time to me. So shout out to both Landon Bussey and Dante Jackson Grambling. I ain't gonna be here all night like I always say, but tonight for real I ain't gonna be here all night. I really ain't. But I got something different this year. We're gonna call it SWAC Bracketology. Now y'all don't never do our little We've been trying to give away money for years. You don't want to take it. And I listen to me. I understand. Okay, everybody. I understand you got your taxes. Okay. I understand it's tax time, but we're trying to give away some money. I understand it's tax time. I understand y'all got your taxes. Like my boy Golden Boo said. I understand y'all got y'all taxes, but I'm gonna tell you something. We're trying to give away some money. So we're doing a swag bracketology. I'm gonna put the bracket up here. Y'all fill out the bracket. You get it right. Send it to us at on our Facebook DM, Twitter DM, or our Instagram DM. We'll put the bracket up here, or you can go to our Facebook page and get the bracket yourself, fill it out, DM it to us, and then whoever win, we give you some money. We give $100 to whoever win, to get whoever get it all correct, and put a score in the end. So if it's a tie, if it's a tie, that's how we break the tiebreaker, put the score on the championship game. But for my members of the channel, you can also, if you win one side, if you do one side correctly, like if you get the men's correctly, you get 100. You get the women's correctly, you get 100. For my non-members, it's whoever get the whole thing, you get 100. So, hey Nash, I saw your bracket early. That bracket finna hit, dog. That bracket finna hit. I'm telling you right now. I like the way you finished it off. I like the corrections you made. Hey, but I'm gonna pull a bracket up just so we can start discussing this bracket. Because I think it's gonna be. Let me tell y'all something. I think it's gonna be y'all might be surprised at what I'm about to say, but I think it's gonna be one of the best. Turn bracket. 1 second. I think it's gonna be one of the best. It ain't right. Swag terms we done had in a long time. I'm just gonna be honest. I think it'll be one of the best swag. I think it's gonna be some upsets. So here we go. Let's look at the bracket. It's not the right one though. Let's look at the brackets. I think it's gonna be a crazy year for the swag tournament this year. So if you can, like I said last time, if you can make it, try to make it. We're gonna get to that, Alexa. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that a little later. I'm gonna touch on this topic a little later. But if y'all can't see it, I'm gonna read it to y'all because I'll make it a little bigger. Yeah, here we go. On the men's, you got Alcorn State, who got the #1 seed because of the head-to-head battle with Grambling. So we got the #1 seed. We beat Grambling in the regular season. Grambling actually had more overall wins. They had 22 overall wins, which is amazing. But Alcorn State beat them head-to-head 63-60 at their house, shorthanded. I ain't gonna talk too much noise. At their house in Ruston, shorthanded. We went to Grambling and beat them, and that was the deciding factor who got the #1 seed since both teams tied. For Alcorn State's #1 seed, and we get Texas Southern. Now I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna go through them first because I got a lot to say about it. Then the #2 seed was Grambling. They get Bethune-Cookman. 3 seed Jackson State and Prairie View, and then the 4 seed is Southern Alabama A&M, which I think all these gonna be good games. I'm gonna start off with Alcorn State and Texas Southern. My #1 takeaway from that is listen, it's gonna be 3. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. Okay, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one single year. It's hard to do it. It's hard to do that. So that's gonna be a tough game for us. I ain't gonna lie. This was a school I was hoping my big bad Braves didn't get. I was hoping. Listen, I do not want to see Texas Southern because y'all know Texas Southern won the last 2 men's championships. So they're gonna come out. They're a veteran team. They just was like, look, just get us to the tournament. We're gonna ball out. So of course, I think the best team in this. I think I'm gonna say this. I think whoever wins this, in my opinion, whoever wins this game gonna win the tournament. That's my opinion. But they just said, give me in the tournament, Texas Southern. They started off slow, like 0-4, 0-5. A couple of their players was hurt, and now they got healthy at the end of the year. And they made a push to get in the tournament. And they get the big bad Braves first. I did not want to play these people just because they're a veteran, well coached with Johnny Jones, well coached team. So I didn't want to play them first. But in PJ, last time PJ played, their point guard, he gave us 41 points on the reservation. I did not want to see him again. I don't think it's gonna happen again. I got my Braves in this one, but I think it'll be a real good game, and it can go any way. I think it's a 2 or 3 point game. It can go either way, and it's gonna be a tough one to start off. So, like I said, it's gonna be some upsets. Hopefully, it ain't my big bad Braves, but it's gonna be a tough one for us to pull out. Next up, let's go to 4. Southern and A&M. Also, but at Alcorn and Texas Southern, why it's circled on our calendar a little bit is because the last 2 years, Texas Southern has put Landon Bussey out of the SWAC tournament. That's who's ended our season the last 2 years. Texas Southern. We don't want to make it 3. Last year they kind of embarrassed us in their championship game coming in, and so we got a little chip on our shoulder about that. We're gonna come out ready to play. But they put Landon Bussey in the Big Bad Braves out 2 years in a row. We don't want to make it 3. So just like they don't want to make it 3 times that we beat them in 1 year. So it's gonna be a good one. This game gonna be the second game on March 8th at 8:30 p.m. in Alabama. So if you can, get there. Number 4 seed Southern takes on. Well, let's stay on day 1. The first game is gonna be number 2 Grambling versus Bethune-Cookman. That's gonna be March 8th at 2:00. And it's gonna be a good one. Bethune-Cookman has been playing much better ball towards the end of the year. They gave us a run for their money. Grambling has been playing really, really good ball. I think honestly they've been the hottest team in the SWAC. They had a little hiccup. I'm gonna go ahead and address it. I had a little hiccup with a player who may not be playing. I don't want to get into the what happened, what didn't happen. It was HBCU Game Day ran a story on it. I don't want to speculate because I honestly don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing and put the kid down, but they ran a story about it and some things happened. So best of luck to their kid, best of luck to their program. I would like to see their program at full strength, but right now we don't know. But I think Bethune-Cookman gonna come out and play hard. But I expect Grambling to pull away with that one. But I do think they're gonna show up and give Grambling their money's worth at 2:00, March 8th, at the Bartow Arena at UAB in Birmingham. Then another game is Southern. This gonna be the next day. It'll be Southern and Alabama A&M. Number 4 seed, number 5 seed. They just played their last game. They just played when Southern Lights went out. Southern Lights went out in the dome, and Alabama A&M cut the lights back on and beat them at home. I wonder what J-Max had to say about that. But I think it'll be another good game. I think these games go anyway. If I was picking, I would probably lean towards Alabama A&M. I just think Southern kind of just fizzled out at the end of the year. I got my own personal reason what I think might have happened to Southern. I'll explain a little later, but I got Alabama A&M in that game. Alabama A&M been hot. They beat them twice this year. That's another game. Will Southern let Alabama A&M beat them 3 times in 1 year? It's hard to beat a team 3 times. I'm still gonna pick A&M just because I don't like the way Southern's been playing lately. Southern kind of live by the 3, die by the 3. Thinking it'll be a close game that can go either way. I ain't just dead set on A&M. Think go either way, but just the way Southern been playing, it been looking like they tired, sluggish. When they're 3 not falling, they just don't look like a good team. So I'm gonna go with A&M in that game. It could be another good one. And then Jackson State and Prairie View, another good game. Well, I think will come out to the last possession. Jackson State PV. They just played recently, and Jackson State got them at home. But this is a neutral site, no home court advantage, and it's gonna be a good one. Prairie View is another well-coached team. Byron Smith from PV, a good coach. That's who trained my head coach. Bussey Badass, Landon Bussey. He comes from Prairie View, so a well-coached program. Another program that started slow, but I told people at the end of the year, Prairie View and Texas Southern gonna be right there. They snuck into the tournament, and these are 2 teams you don't want to see. You just don't want to see these 2 teams. Prairie View and Texas Southern, well-coached championship teams. They got championship players. They're not the moment not gonna be too big for them, and so they're going up against Mo Williams. So I think honestly, it's this Jackson State is the surprise of the year in basketball. I didn't see them being number 3 seed. I think Southern flopping towards the second half of the season kind of helped them bump up a spot. But Jackson State been playing some real good ball as well, so it's gonna be a good game. I got Prairie View just because I trust their coaching and their championship players more. But Mo got them boys playing good. I can't stunt on them. Mo got the boys playing good, so it'll be another one. It'll be another good one. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough. I see Jackson State in the building. I was just on the interview with on Twitter in the Spaces. Listen to TC Taylor. This is my first time listening to TC in the interviews, but he did a good job. But Bracketology for y'all that just got here. Go to our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter. Fill out a bracket. DM it to us. The winner, whoever get closest, put a score for the last game. Whoever get closest, I'm gonna send you $100. You know what I'm saying? We just doing have some fun. Y'all do it for ESPN. Every year you go on their website. Yes, you do. You go on their website and you fill out a little bracket, your little top 64 bracket. Well, do it for the swag. Do it for the swag. Do it for GSPN, as I like to say. Do it for GSPN since you want to be charitable. Do it for me. Yeah. Shout out to Bama State didn't make it. But shout out to Mo Williams. That's big time. Mo did have a winning season on his first year. Things looking bright for Jackson State. Back to this. Now on the girls' side, I'm gonna be totally honest about this girls' side. I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all about this girls' side. I'm just gonna be like I told you on the men's side. I think honestly on the men's side, I'm gonna look at it now. I think 1, 2, 3. I think about 5 teams that are capable of winning, in my opinion. About 5 teams. I think Alcorn, Texas Southern, Prairie View always got a shot, in my opinion. Southern can get hot, 4, and Grambling. Those are the teams. I say 6 because Alabama. Oh Lord, everybody on the men's side. I wouldn't be shocked unless Bethune-Cookman won it. I would not be shocked because A&M could get hot as well. But unless Bethune-Cookman, I 100% would not be shocked. Anything happen in these tournaments, the parity in the SWAC men's basketball has been outstanding. So the tournament. That's why I was so excited about winning the regular season because anybody can get hot in the tournament and win it. Anybody can get hot. I mean, anybody can get hot and win the tournament. And my big bad Braves get the automatic NIT bid if we do lose, which we're not gonna do. But if we do go to NIT, so we do get postseason play regardless. So shout out to Landon Buster and the big bad Braves. But I think anybody can win this tournament on the men's side outside of Bethune-Cookman. I don't think they have enough yet. Outside of Bethune-Cookman, I think anybody can win it. So it's gonna be real fun to see. I think it'll be some upsets. I think it'll be some buzzer beaters. Be like now on to the women's side. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. On to the women's side. I'm just gonna be honest. Listen. Ain't nobody beating Jackson State. I'm just gonna be real, Coach. I don't think nobody beating Jackson State. And if for y'all that don't know, I'm on my own. This is my championship for the Big Bad Braves. My championship drink. So that's what I'm on tonight. But yeah, I don't think nobody is beating Jackson State women. I just can't see it. I will be totally shocked. I don't think nobody beating Jackson State women. But let's go through it. Like I said, it was parity in the men. I think it's on the women's side. I just think Tamika Reed got them girls rolling. She got them rolling. I think they're a well-oiled machine. I think they're the best SWAC program right now, all around, men's or women. I think Jackson State women are the best SWAC program, basketball program, period. Men or women. Jackson State, number 1 seed, got Grambling State, the number 8 seed. Of course, I got Jackson State. Southern and Prairie View gonna be a good one. Alabama A&M, the 2 seed. Arkansas Pine Bluff. I'm a little disappointed in Arkansas Pine Bluff. I thought Dawn Thornton would make a bigger jump this year. I think she brought in some talent. I believe some got hurt. But in the future, you might see Arkansas Pine Bluff make some moves because I think they brought in a lot of good players. Then last Alabama State, Bethune-Cookman. I thought Alabama State would get that 2 seed, but they lost to Grambling. And by Alabama State losing to Grambling, they knocked out my Lady Braves, who would have been the 8 seed. But we would have played Jackson State. And I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. Say that money. I'm just say that money. But Alabama State got Bethune-Cookman. I think early in the year, Prairie View beat Jackson State. Can't see it happening again. If I had to pick a team to be Alabama A&M been playing really good lately. If I had to pick a team to challenge Jackson State, I would go Alabama A&M. But that'd still be tough. That championship game will be March 11th at 1 o'clock, followed by the men's at 4:30. If you can get to Alabama, get there because it's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna talk in the baseball. That's for Al. We'll be honest with you. That's for Al. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really a baseball guy. I'm trying to get into it, but I ain't really on it. Speaking of Daphne White, I will say Daphne White, one of the Lady Tigers from Jackson. I feel like she got robbed. She didn't make the all-conference team. So let's look at that. First, look at the ladies. All-conference team just dropped. So let's look at that. Here it is. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it a little bit. All right. All-conference team. First team, all-conference women was Ayana Emanuel, Alabama State. Bowler from Jackson State. Diana Rosenthal from Prairie View, Chanel Wilson from Bethune-Cookman, and Jayla Crawford from Alabama State. I think Daphne White from Jackson, got robbed, I'll be honest. And all SWAC second team, Miss Covington from Jackson State. Listen, I'm not trying to mispronounce nobody's name. You know, the Me Too movement, the all that stuff coming after. I ain't trying to. Amani Free from Alabama A&M, Destiny Brown from them Big Bad Braves. Shout out to Destiny Brown. She's a transfer from California, had a real good year this year. I thought she got robbed newcomer of the year, but we'll talk about that later too. Michael Brown from Texas Southern, and then Dylan Horton from Florida A&M. Coach of the year, of course, Tamika Reed, Ayana Emanuel, Player of the Year from Alabama State. Defensive Player of the Year, Angel Jackson, who was a monster in the post. And Chanel Wilson from Bethune-Cookman Unicum of the Year, and then Michael Gray from Texas Southern, Freshman of the Year. Now, again, I think Daphne White from Jackson got robbed. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. That's a fact. I ain't even think about it. That's a fact. That's a fact. Angel Jackson from Jackson State won Defensive Player of the Year, but didn't make first or second team. That's a little, that's a little. All right, and then here we got the men's. I got something to say about that. First team, Cameron Christian, Grambling State, well deserved. Sean Dawson was the leading scorer this year in the SWAC. Sean Dawson Jr. finished the leading scorer. I think he finished with averaging 17.9 points a game, 18 points a game. Sean Dawson Jr. So shout out to him. I like going out. Shout out to him. He pay your light bill. He was a leading scorer in the SWAC. Dominique Bruce from Alcorn State made first team, who I thought honestly would have been he was going to be the Player of the Year before he got hurt. He got hurt midway through the year and missed about 4 or 5 games. And so he missed about 4 or 5 games. So he just towards the end of the year he tried to get his back in his rhythm. He's really not back in his rhythm yet. So that's a scary part when people talk about Alcorn State basketball. Our leading scorer, best player, missed a couple games this year, and he ain't really got back in the rhythm yet. When he do, it's gonna be special. Will Douglas from Prairie View, another good kid. I think Will Douglas, he can score. He's a big time transfer for Prairie View. He can score all levels. Terry Collins, Mississippi Valley State, number 11, can shoot it. He scared me when they came to Alcorn. Shandarius Cole from Grambling State, well deserved second team. Carl Nichols from Texas Southern. Zion Horman from Bethune-Cookman. Zion Horman is a freshman. He was highly touted, got into a little trouble, and ended up at Bethune-Cookman. I think he was a 4-star player coming out of high school. Jeremiah Kendall, JK. Shout out to JK. Alcorn State, and then Brian Whitley, Southern. Co-coach of the years as well, just like it was coach champs. Landon Bussey, Alcorn State, Dante Jackson, Grambling State. So shout out to both of them. Back to back for Landon Bussey. Back to back for the Big Bad Braves. So I just had to say that. Player of the year with the Cam Christian. I thought it was well deserved. Cam Christian. Grambling been the hottest team. He finished the year off strong, and I thought Cam Christian. I thought Cam Christian would get it, and he got it. So shout out to Cam Christian from Grambling State. Defensive Player of the Year. I cannot pronounce that name. Never could from Alabama A&M, but shout out to you. Antonio Madlock from Alabama State, newcomer of the year. Then Zion Horman, like I said, from Bethune-Cookman, freshman of the year. That guy was amazing this year. So shout out to him. Now I will say this: I think the Big Bad Braves, point guard, right? Oh, I'm tripping. Byron Joshua got robbed. Our point guard, who led us through the whole year. When our best player, Dominique Bruton, got hurt, in my opinion, but I'm just saying best player, but for the Braves to be anybody. He didn't make first or second team. I think he's the best defensive point guard in the league. And I think, he's, in my opinion, the best point guard in the league. And he didn't make it, so he got robbed. So so read some of his comments. Shout out to Byron Joshua. Co-coach of the year. You know how I feel about that. Now I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. In my opinion, with this coach stuff, I don't really like the coach stuff, right? I feel like the Big Bad Braves beat Grambling at the end of the year. Next to the end of the year, head to head, and we should have got the champions, but that's not how the league works. So I'm not big on this coach stuff, but I gotta give them a shout out because they did do that, what it took to get there. And they won 22 games. Grambling won 22 games. That's nice. What up, Craig? Dawson from UAPB. was really really good. He could score on all levels. So yeah, shout out to Dawson. You guys give him some help. Next up. Yeah, but I need y'all to submit y'all amen. Submit y'all brackets for the bracketology to the swag. I know y'all got the taxes. I know you got the taxes. Okay. I know you got I know you got the tax. You're living all good. You just went out there and you bought your, the new little 2005 GMC Yukon. You know that's a tax car. The 2005 I know you just went bought you one. But look, go ahead and put your bracket in. I'm gonna send you some money. Let's have some fun with it. Because after the fact, people get upset. Everybody come out saying, "Oh, I knew they were gonna get upset, and I knew." Put it on wax, and let's, I'm gonna put the poster on the show, the winning one, or the winning two, really, and we'll go from there. We're gonna go from there. But we got they had some head coaching changes. Some coaching changes in the swag that I wanted to discuss. My boy Terry Sims, if y'all didn't know, I wanted y'all opinion on it. Terry Sims is now swag. Terry Sims is now, that's the former BCU coach, right? Terry Sims is now swag. Okay. That's because he's joined the staff at Bama State. Give a little bit of tax dollars back to you. There you go. Give some of them tax dollars back to HBCU. Good point. Give some of the tax dollars back to HBCU. But Terry Sims has joined the staff former Bethune-Cookman head coach has joined the staff at Alabama State. So that's big time. I like the hire personally. I think he's a defensive guy who's gonna come in and help them out a lot. Another veteran coach on that staff for Eddie Robinson to lean on, being that he's a young head coach. So another veteran on that staff to help him with game planning and all that. Because Terry Sims didn't just forget how to coach. Come on, you know the purple juice on deck. Okay, sure. You know the purple juice on deck in here. Got the purple juice on deck. Mm-hmm. It's my championship juice because the Big Bad Braves went back to back swag. It's real good. She got me talking. It just tenders my heart that we went 20 years without winning one, and then went back to back. Shout out to my coach. Shout out to my coach. And some people don't know is how we went through. I'm gonna go back to. I ain't gonna go back to. How we went through the list, which is naming players that made first team and second team. Everybody that made it from the Big Bad Braves is back next year. Okay, hope my head coach is back. Everybody that made it for the Big Bad Braves back next year. Dominique Bruton, who I thought was our best player, sophomore. J.K. Kendall, he back. Byron Joshua back. So things are looking up on the reservation, but also things are looking up at ground. They got a really good young coach. In my personal opinion, I think this is a hot take. This on nothing. J. Max them ain't told me nothing. This is a hot take. I think Sean Woods from Southern will be relieved of his duties. I'm not saying he should. I just think them folks fed up with the second half of the season collapse. So I think he will be released. I think Alabama A&M, things are looking up for Alabama A&M men's basketball program. This is his first year, and they got the 5th seed, Jackson State, Mo Williams. Mo Williams came in his first year at Jackson. He hasn't really created his whole culture yet, hasn't brought all his players that he wanted in yet. And they was able to get the 3 seed, a big time win against the Big Bad Braves. He coming back. My boy say he coming back. Okay. So I think things are looking up in swag basketball. You can't, Johnny Jones, Texas Southern gonna always be there. Byron Smith and PV gonna always be there. So I think things are looking up in swag basketball. Yeah, I think that's crazy. He got snubbed. But I think things are looking up, for swag basketball. 1 second, y'all. I'm looking something up. Because I saw FAMU. One second, y'all. know somebody asked me something. Wait, I just go into my inbox. Somebody asked me something to say on the show. Oh, they wanted me to talk about. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. Somebody said, asked me why did I think what was up with Rube say who coming back? Why did I think Sean Wood's teams fell off both the last 2 years, the second half of the season? Now I don't know why, but something I thought about that could be true is practice habits. Sean Wood's one of them coaches that one a real tough coach. He kind of like Landon Bussey. He's fiery. He gonna get in you. He gonna, he's one of them coaches. He gonna get up. He gonna get out this players. They're gonna play hard. They're gonna play physical. They're gonna have physical practices. And the thing about having physical practices is, I think at the second half of the year, you got to learn how. That's one thing I heard Landon Bussey talk about, how you have to know your team. In the second half of the year, he starts to kind of tone down some of his practices and the way he do certain things when players are banged up. And I don't know if Sean Woods is doing. I didn't say that I know. This is just me speculating. This is just something me speculating. He may not be. He may be pushing them too hard and kind of tire out the second half of the season. I don't know, but this is just my personal opinion. And two, I think they live by the three and they die by the three. And ain't no Steph Curry and Klay Thompson walk through that door. This is the swag. I mean, you gotta have some post presence. The new age people just want to shoot the threes and get back. I saw a dude shoot a three and turn around one time. He hit it too. Brian Whitley from Southern, he hit it. I was at the Southern game. I'm on the floor. It's story time. Okay, I'm on the floor now. So we down like 10 at the time. So I'm still. I'm standing in the corner in Southern Gym with an all-corn flag, right? All corn from head to toe, literally, right? So I'm talking now. We down by like 10 at the time. We down by like 10. So I'm like, ain't no way this boy finna keep getting these threes, because Brian Whitley, he in the game like 27 points. So he comes he says that he in the short corner for a three. I'm standing right there where he hit. I'm like, you ain't finna keep. I'm talking to him. You ain't finna keep hitting. You ain't finna. So when shot said miss it, and he hit it, and as he shot, he turned around, looked at me mid shot, looked at me, and just stared me down. I'm like, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. But he got hot and he beat us. But I think they live by the three and die by the three. And so that's why at the beginning of the year they were living by it. And they was number one when they three started to miss. The post players ain't look too good. So I think that's gonna be that's the issue in my opinion for Southern. You didn't lead the game. Yeah, because of you. I would, but I knew we would get out. I knew we. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I want to see. I want to see Southern get it. I'm being honest, but I ain't going to. They also do too much pressure. That could be another thing that will team down. I saw another comment said somebody asked if Bussey leaving. I can't see Bussey leaving with a stack team coach. I don't think he'll leave for anything, but it just depends on the offer. It just depends on the offer. In my opinion, Bussey doing the job at Alcorn. Bussey is doing a job at Alcorn. I don't think people understand how banged up we was this year. We was hurt. It was one game, like even the game we played Grambling. Now this was the hottest team in the SWAC. We had just came off losing to Southern. 2 of our starters didn't play. One, he just set out the game like for personal reasons. I mean, for conduct reasons. And another one, I don't want to speculate what the other one's out for. But 2 starters, he just like, we go in there and win. It was games where we had to play true freshmen that weren't ready to play just because we were just so banged up towards the end of the year, man. The stuff he did this year was like, okay, Bussey, because that's why a lot of people was hollering like, oh, Grambling has been the best team, but they don't know what Alcorn been through this year. You know how them years that the injuries hit everybody. But every week it was 2 injuries, like 2, 3 players. I'm like, God, dog, can we just get a week of consistency? And it was hard. He just kept us afloat, 15-3. So he's doing a job at Alcorn. So I'll be shocked if somebody not watching. You gotta be blind. You gotta be blind if you ain't watching what Landon Bussey doing right now with a team with a really young team. They say he like Bussey. Listen. Don't you start that. He ain't doing it. All right, me and him already had a conversation. I'm skipping basketball. I'm Jags on 3 feet. Ain't gonna happen. But he said y'all don't want to see us. Ooh, I want this so bad. Ooh, I want this so bad. But I think things are looking up in the SWAC, like I said. But also Dante Jackson, the coach from Grambling, he had a really high. He's a big name. He stayed at Jackson at Grambling some years. So it may be the same with Bussy. And if Bussy stays at Alcorn, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If it's over. It's over. People don't understand. We had a JUCO player of the year that didn't play not one dribble this year. I'm gonna say one snap. Didn't play not one dribble this year. We had another guy who was ruled ineligible in camp at the last minute, who was a former leading scorer for us, ruled ineligible. We had a 6'9" big who was hurt all year. Listen to me when I tell you that. When I tell you this, if we find a way to keep Landon Bussy, it's over. It's gonna be like Tamika Reed in Jackson State women. I'm just telling you right now. Because it's crazy. It's crazy the players that we didn't even show this year. The injuries we went through big time. But like I said, a lot of teams looking up. Dante Jackson, another good young coach. Nobody really scooped him up yet. So I'm hopeful nobody scooped my coach up either. I'm hopeful because I always say, I think basketball is where we can make our market against these bigger schools. I think basketball we can do it. But 4-time champ, that's big. We talking about Tamika Reed, the women's coach at Jackson State. That's big in my opinion. 4-time champ, a 4-time champ. That's this to win it 4 years in a row. Also, I want to send my condolences to a former Brave basketball player, Carl Jones, passed away. I want to send my condolences to the family. Hey, Rue. Hey, I got something new. Since my Braves won the title, back to back, it's my purple and gold potion. It's my purple and gold potion I got right here. My royalty bottle. Now that's what I'm sipping on now. And it's actually purple. But again, if y'all can get to Birmingham, the tournament gonna be off the chain. I think it's gonna be the best tournament we've seen in years. It's gonna be some buzzer beaters. It's gonna be some. I guarantee you, it's gonna be at least 5 or 6 1-point games. It's gonna tell you. Listen to me when I tell y'all. It's gonna be these teams are a lot of these teams are evenly matched. So of course I got my big bad Braves winning it all. I think we had close games all year, so we're ready for a tournament type feel. We've had a bunch of close games. I think Bussy got them ready. We're not gonna blink. Go down by it, don't matter. We're not gonna blink. So I think we're ready. But of course, it's me being biased to my school. I do think we have the best team in the SWAC, but we all get it together. All click on all. I think we have the best team in the SWAC, boy, none. But we got to bring it all together. Also, I want to talk about another fam. You added a receivers coach, AC Carter. He played for Alabama, if y'all know him. AC Carter is now the receiver coach at FAMU and passing game coordinator. And Derek Welsh, my man, my boy, Derek Welsh, former Mississippi Valley DC. I said this before, is the new DB coach at Alcorn State. Now, this is going to be the problem. It's going to be interesting to see how the refs call these games because it's a lot of physical teams in the SWAC. Right? Grambling is a physical team. Texas Southern PV always been physical. Alcorn is a physical team. Southern University is a physical basketball team. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to let them play or they're going to blow their whistle. So that's going to be interesting to see. Ain't going to be all night. Starting already saying it. But if you haven't made plans to be in Birmingham, I'm begging y'all. Please get to Birmingham. Come holler at me because I'm going to be there with the big bad Braves on. I hear about Gordon at Grambling. He let the team down. He's speaking. This Will. What's up, Will? He's speaking on the incident at Grambling where they had a player that probably won't be playing in the tournament. I don't want to speculate on it. Got into a little trouble and probably won't be playing in the tournament. He was a second leading scorer, so that may be a blow for Graham. Too far from Houston. Yeah, that is a ride. We talked about this on the last episode. I do think we need to move the SWAC championship somewhere else. I do. I mean, SWAC tournament somewhere. I really do. In my opinion, BR Jackson or Biloxi, Mississippi. That's why I think it need to be. But let me know who y'all think gonna win it and why y'all think they're gonna win it. I know the girls kind of Y'all want to open the call lines up? If y'all want to open up, if anybody want to call in, just let me know. And I'll open call lines up. But they should keep them. They should give me. Now, how they do? They normally get refs from like the Pac-12, Big Ten, SEC. It won't be SWAC refs. That's the interesting part. If it was SWAC ref, we'll know how the game would be called. Ticky tack. But it's gonna be, it's never referees from the conference. Hey, Mike Davis said she would be a real good hire. I'm gonna be real. But I don't know if Mike Davis want to come here at Detroit right now. Yes, you wouldn't, but yeah, I agree. If that's the case, then they have an alarm in Los. That's gonna be a big game. That first matchup, the first day. I'm gonna go back to the tournament. I want y'all to tell me. I'm gonna take a little poll in the comments before I go. And I want y'all to tell me exactly who y'all think gonna win each game. We can go through each game. Big Bad Braves and Texas Southern. I need to put in the comments who y'all think gonna win. Big Bad Braves and Texas Southern. That's the second game, March 8, 8:30. Who y'all got? Let me see the comments. Who y'all got? And remember, I will remember everybody who picked Texas Southern. Who y'all got? Honestly, I do have it been a close game. But who y'all got? Corn. Okay. Braves. Okay. Elvin. Okay, Elvin. Okay, Elvin. JoJo. Kimbo. Okay. Oh, y'all smart. Okay, y'all smart. Lawrence. Okay, y'all smart. And okay. Who that nigga on that nag? Okay. We got Braves. Okay. We got a clean sweep. Don't jinx us now. Whoa. Don't jinx us now. Whoa. Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay, Paris. I'm gonna do to find a way to win the tournament every time. Listen, like I said, Paris, if they find a way, if Texas Southern finds a way to get past the Big Bad Braves and Landon Bussey, I agree with you. I think they win it all. And that's a hot take. But they ain't getting past that. We locked in. Landon Bussey locked in, and they put us out the last 2 years. I think it's gonna get ugly. And I think once we get over that hill, we're gonna be ready to play. Elvin, so I'm gonna take Southern. Vegas are all going favored by 1. I think it's gonna be one of them close games like that too. I think it'll be one of them close games. And the good part, look, Los, and the good part is everybody talking about how banged up Texas Southern, but they wasn't talking about how banged up Alcorn was. We was still winning when we was banged up. That's the difference. We back healthy too. Vegas got Alcorn favored by 1. Alcorn losing first round. Okay. I like that. Give me them opinions. Now you know what side Ava's gonna be on. Now you already know. He ain't here tonight though. Next up, let's go to Southern and Southern A&M. Who y'all got? Southern A&M. Who y'all got? Southern A&M. Southern A&M. It's a fact with that last game we were just talking about. Texas Southern's weakness is their bench. Yep. That's we warmed down last time, but that's the difference. But who y'all got? Texas Southern A&M. Oh Lord. It's about split right now. SU in a close one. A&M. SU. BR. A&M. I'm gonna go A&M. Like I said, just because, and it can go either way. It's kind of hard to even predict these games because it can go either way. It can go either way. I just think Southern been playing some bad ball lately, so until I see different, I gotta go A&M. But and A&M been getting high. They got another first year coach. A&M got a first year coach, so that's another program that's looking up. A&M. Next up, Grambling and BCU. Who y'all got? Got it. Grambling and BCU. God, dog went 3 for 23 shooting 3 ball last night. God, dog. They either hot or they not. I say move to the Grambling. Everybody got Graham. I think everybody got Graham. y'all think about the tournament in New Orleans? GSU, everybody picking ground. I know Rube got BCU. Okay, we got BCU. My God. He said ground lose, we take the G back. Yeah, I agree. Now that's my take. I got Grambling, but I think it'll be much closer with Grambling missing their post presence, the second leading school. I got Graham. I mean, I got Graham, but I got it closer than most people think. Yeah, there you go. Make sure you like the stream. And make sure y'all share the stream. Stop just liking it. And cut your notification bell on, too. I don't think people understand how important it is to cut your notification bell on. You got a bell, okay? Hit it up. So every time I go live, or we go live, it comes straight to your phone. Hit the bell on there, too. Hotels be high as hell in New Orleans, but I'm down for it. It depends on where you want to stay. See, New Orleans, I know some places. It's depending on if you're bougie or not. I know some places where you can pay hourly. I got PV versus ASU in the championship game. Ooh, ASU. Central Alabama State. You're supposed to say, Elvin, you're supposed to say PV versus, if you're going to give us some initials, we not ASU, we BBB. Big Bad Braves. Them Big Bad Wildcats. Okay. Got the Wildcats in the blowout. Rue, you ain't gonna bet that, Rue. In the last game, Jackson State PV, who y'all got? J State or PV? Who y'all got? J State or PV? I already know who you got, yo. Oh, a lot of people got PV. Okay, we got Upset Alert PV. We got PV. Paris, Paris rocking out with JSU. Big PV, okay. Of course, my guy got them. Jackson State, JSU. It's gonna be another good one. I went PV. Ooh, Preston. Ooh, I only went PV because I trust their coaching staff, veteran coaching staff, and veteran players over Jackson State players. That's it. I think it'll be another good game. I agree. It's a guaranteed sellout. I agree. That's my guy. All night. Put anybody who played JSU. I feel that. I got PV over Graham second round. So you got them Big Bad Braves against PV in the champ. Y'all gotta get y'all some of this. Now listen, when we win it Saturday night, I ordered a bunch of these. I'm popping them in the locker room with my team. Oh, I probably shouldn't say it. I'll be saying it. I'll say it. Oh, take that back. Edit it out. Edit that out. Oh my God. Eric Jackson got JSU. I ain't going through the whole girls, but for the women's side, do y'all see anybody giving J State a chance? I mean, J State a run for their money on the women's side. Answer that, and after that, I'm gonna talk about this bracket thing again. I'm getting out of here. Do y'all see anybody giving J State a chance? I mean, get a run for their money. J State put a tough out on the neutral floor. Okay. Yeah, I don't see nobody. Of course, Paris. Nobody. I don't see nobody either. I just can't see. PV beat them once. Hey, that's true. I mean, that's true. But I mean, I just can't see you do it again. Just gonna be honest. I think Daphne White, she got snubbed from the first and second team all swag. She gonna come out playing with her hair on fire. I just don't know. I think just like Jackson State beat our men's basketball team and celebrated, did all that, and saw us again and got smacked. Like, listen, understand that it was an upset. That wasn't you was better. There's certain games that are just upsets. People overlook teams and come out and get upset. And so I think that's what PV did to Jackson State women, just like Jackson State men did to our men. playing either Howard in the first round. That's what I want, Howard. That'd be a good matchup. I'm going to wherever we play it. But before I get out of here, I'm gonna talk about some spring football. Spring got underway. I'm just excited for spring. For spring football for the Big Bad Braves. I went out to check this out. And just like for the rest of almost every school in the conference except Texas Southern. I think in spring football, I was gonna ask what y'all thought, what y'all was most excited about from each school from spring football. But I think from each team, it's the quarterback battle. Southern getting underway. FAMU started today, I believe. Big Bad Braves started Monday. So he said, of course you're gonna talk about football. You know what I ain't talking about. I don't talk about stuff I don't know, okay? You want to talk about baseball. I think quarterback gonna be the biggest thing in the spring going in. So Big Bad Braves, spring game is April 1st. Make sure y'all there. SU battles, quarterback. SU quarterback, like I said, the quarterback starts tomorrow. The quarterback battles in the SWAC gonna be what? That's gonna be the key. All these people making predictions about next year. Oh, way too early posting. Until we find out what these quarterbacks do or gonna do, I don't care what your prediction is. I don't care what else you got. Until we find out what these trigger men gonna do, it's gonna be crazy. But all we got Tyler making a 4-star kid who's been looking real good. Be honest with you. He been looking real good in practice. But it's practice. Southern guy, I think Noah Biden. They brought in Dylan Mahatra, however you pronounce his name, from UAB. That's gonna be a battle. Also, I think the Zay kid from Schuylerville, Zay T-Set. A lot of people not looking at it as Southern. The Zay T-Set kid, he's not gonna be in the spring. But I think the Zay T-Set kid, he was the number 1 overall FCS player. Something signed the number 1 overall FCS player. And I think he's gonna battle for that job. They signed Jalen Woods too. It's gonna be a battle on the bluff for quarterback position. Jackson State, Jason Brown, Philip Short, who I think gonna be the battling out. I had kind of settled in with Jason Brown being the starter, but I'm hearing Philip Short looks good. He's gonna compete for that job, so it's gonna be Philip Short and Jason Brown. They also signed another kid, Zai McDonald, from UL. So it's gonna be a battle for Jackson State. Graham as well. They signed a transfer from Alabama State. Trying to find their quarterback. That's gonna be big. PV just signed a quarterback, Jalen Johnson from Kahoma. He came out of high school, highly touted. He went to Missouri State. I believe he's a 3 or 4-star quarterback. So they're just his accolades. I don't really believe in all these stars and all that, but I like to tell these kids accolades. But so my boy Gump and PV ain't playing. They won't got them a quarterback. Quarterback's pivotal. Who am I missing? Of course, UAPB, FAMU. I think they're gonna go with Jeremy Musa again, but they did bring in another quarterback just to make it interesting. He will be in the spring, so it's gonna be the battle to see in the spring as well with Jeremy Musa and then Texas Southern Andrew Biden. I think he has a job locked down. But other than that, nobody would know they have. Nobody know they have. Southern has the best quarterback class. I think Southern has the best youth quarterback class, if that makes sense. Like, I think they signed the best high school. Both of them guys from high school go. I honestly think one of them guys will end up transferring out because I think they signed 2 guys that is capable in the future of starting. So I do think they have the best. They did the best signing young high school quarterbacks. I think Southern and Doodle did the best. Because Zay T-Set from Schuylerville, he a monster. I thought we should have brought a quarterback in for the spring. I thought y'all would too, but they end up not doing it. But again, I'm rolling my Big Bad Braves because I love our quarterback battle. We got Trey Lawrence, who was a freshman, started last year. And he did pretty good towards the end of the year. So he's gonna be in the battle. We got Aaron Allen, started at the beginning of the year. He's back, and then we signed out Tyler Macon, and we signed a high school kid, Rod Horsfield, from out of Texas. So it's gonna be a battle. But we have to see what these quarterbacks gonna do before we go yapping about who gonna be first and we signed all these. If you don't have a quarterback, quarterback and trench play. You don't have a quarterback and trench play. I don't care how many receivers you sign. So that's what I'm looking for in out of the spring is getting started. Go check out some of these practices. Go show y'all players some love. Get ready for these spring games. Let's pack these spring games out. Can coach develop QBs? That's a rude question. I see y'all team being more physical this year. Okay. I'll tell you what, y'all got a good defensive line. I mean, y'all got to do good DC. Good DC and Terenzo Quinn, he's a good safeties coach, real student of the game. So we'll say that. They don't do did PV get the college keep? No, they got Jalen, his name Jalen Johnson. That's his name. He's from Missouri. He played at Missouri State and he transferred to Oklahoma Community College. And so now he just committed to Prairie View. So that's another Prairie View starting quarterback from last year. He's coming back. So he's just another body to come in and compete for that starting job. What them Rattlers gonna do? Maurice Harris is a great OC as well. Yeah, I believe I can't really say yes or no. I don't really know. Depends on what I saw that. Listen, I saw that too, Rube. Now I was watching the news. I was in my mama's house watching the news, and they showed something on the news. And I looked, and I thought Perry picked up the remote. I was like, damn it, Cotton. I heard him pick up the remote and paused it. And he was standing there. I guess they had a sports meeting, and he was in a gym, in an old gym. He was up there. I said, okay, David Cotton back. So that's gonna help Southern defensive line a lot. If he can get back to normal. I see some people come back from knee injuries and don't never be the same. If he can get back to where he was, they're gonna be big for Southern too. Trail. And Big Bad Braves gonna win it all, Trail. And Rally gonna lose their homecoming point. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, my guy. But again, make sure y'all. Well, first, congratulations to Alcorn State and Grambling State for being the regular season champs. Back to back for the Big Bad Braves. Shout out to Landon Bussey, shout out to Dante Jackson for doing what I told y'all what Landon Bussey was going to do. Grambling State kind of surprised me. I'm going to be real. But I told y'all what Landon Bussey was going to do. But also Swac'N Bracketology. We got the, make sure y'all go and fill out y'all bracket. Send it to me on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Just type in swacnafool, you'll find it. Fill it out, send it to us, and be up for a cash prize. We get it right. We got to be subscribed to the channel too. So subscribe to the channel. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to Anthony Lawrence Collection. He just dropped these new wind suits. Go to the website, AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com. Also, the new HBCU flavor on IG. Shout out to Anthony Lawrence Collection. My guy, he just dropped some hot fire. What about my Lady Tigers? Listen, I just told you about the Lady Tigers. I just told you. Who is going to step up at wide receiver at Alcorn? When we return, the receiver I thought had the best year last year. We returned our top two receivers from last year. So, but I think we're not done yet. I think we're gonna add a piece after the spring and brought in some good ones from high school. Just kids got time to step up. We got some 3 stars. It's time to step up. Show me what them stars mean. Somebody asked who gets the automatic bid. The Big Bad Braves get the automatic bid. If neither team wins, the Big Bad Braves will get the NIT bid because we were the number 1 seed. We won the conference. So if we do happen to lose in the SWAC tournament, all is still well. We will go play in the NIT and still be able to represent the conference in postseason play. That's why it's really good to win the regular season when people say, oh, the regular season don't count. But seemingly, your school raised banners when you win the regular season title. But the regular season only don't count people that didn't win the regular season. But the good thing about winning the regular season is you get an automatic NIT bid, and the Big Bad Braves got automatic NIT bid. But again, make sure you fill your brackets out. Go holler at AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com. He got some new hot stuff. He got the win. I always want y'all always remember the windsuits. You know, back if you ain't been swag, get off of here. You know, remember back in the 90s when they had the windsuits? When you see the couples coming to the game, swish, 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 swish. I always wanted one, right? Well, he just dropped a windsuit collection. He even got the Hoochie Daddy shorts in a collection. Okay, he got the hot windsuits he just dropped. He's gonna be dropping more soon, so go check him out. He got a lot of new stuff. Go make sure you go check out Anthony Lawrence Collection. He's the best in HBCU apparel. I keep telling y'all they're the best HBCU apparel. The new HBCU flavor on IG. All gonna get the bid. My boy Ronald Hunt, what's going on? But again, like I said, Swag Tournament gonna be a monster. It's gonna be real fun. I'm on record, on wax, telling y'all it's gonna be some upsets. Okay, the games tomorrow are gonna be Grambling State against BCU. I think that's gonna be a good game, and then Texas Southern Alcorn game gonna be a game to remember. I do think Alcorn gonna pull it out because we've been in more games like that. I think we got some players our players won't get rattled, but that's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a tough game. I think the winner of that game wins the Swag Tournament. That's my prediction. The starter wins too. There you go, Paris. Yes, sir. They look good too. Hoochie Daddy. Yeah, you know the Hoochie Daddies. The Hoochie Daddies are the smaller shorts above the knee shorts for men. Okay, that's the Hoochie Daddies. I call them the Hoochie Daddy shorts, Miss Body. I call them the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Ooh, I'm gonna be uncontrollable. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be uncontrollable. I got an inbox asking me, was I gonna speak on the car salesman? The car salesman from Jack State former coach went on a podcast today. I didn't watch it. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of that lady. I'm tired of the car salesman. I can't do no more. I can't do it no more. So no, I'm not gonna go too in detail on it. Because I'm sick of talking about her. The swag is, that's one thing. Like I tell people, man, the swag is entertaining. We don't need that. One thing about this conference that I tell everybody that don't know about this conference, this is an entertaining conference. We're gonna have some headlines. We're gonna be some back and forth banter every year. We don't need that. It's enough storylines in the swag that's coming up this year. You got TC Taylor starting that Jackson State, and a lot of people looking at, is he gonna be able to keep it up? You got the big bad Braves Alcorn, who was the perennial power before for years. They dropped for 2 years. What they gonna do next year? You got Southern and Dooley. You got Grambling and Hugh Jackson. Well, how they gonna come? We got enough storylines in the swag to be talking about a car salesman that gypped Jackson State. Okay, we got enough to talk about. I ain't want to do no episode on it. I don't want to do it, but Andrew Biden at Texas Southern. We got enough storylines to talk about. And can't nobody match our culture. Can't nobody match our. So we got to keep that same energy. I appreciate all y'all for coming on here tonight, tapping in with me. Make sure you check out. It's gonna be on ESPN Plus tomorrow. The tournament starting tomorrow, ESPN Plus. So make sure y'all check it out. Follow, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Hit me up on all social media again. Fill out your bracket. This bracket right here. I got a copy of this bracket right here. Got a copy of this bracket on our Facebook page. Okay. Got a copy of this bracket on our Facebook page. Fill it out. Or hit me up. It may be on our Instagram too. If not, I'll put it on there tonight. Fill it out. I'll put it on our Twitter as well. Fill it out. Inbox it to me for a chance to win $100 if you get it right. And if you're a member of the channel, as long as you get one side right, you get 100. Period. So fill it out. Send it to me, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah, the game gonna be on ESPN Plus. The game's until the championship game. The championship game gonna be on ESPN, but it's gonna be on ESPN Plus tomorrow, starting at 2:00, I believe. Yeah. And we got 2 swag championships out. If that's worth, I ain't getting into that. I ain't getting into that tonight, fans. You ain't gonna make me get into that. But until next time, y'all hit me up. Like, share, like the stream for you. Before you get off here, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, become a member if you can, and also hit the notification bell. And turn in your bracket. I know you got the taxes. Turn in your bracket. But it's your boy, GSPN. I'm out.